Hello everyone, Niev here, and look what I just got in the mail. Whoa, geez, I'm so excited I threw it. But I just got this in the mail last night. I haven't even gotten it out of the packaging. So yeah, this is of course the Rainshadow Tarot, and it's by Claire Mack, and yeah, I've had this on my wish list for quite some time. So let me go ahead and pop this open. Thankfully, I have nails. All right. Yay! I'm actually surprised at myself that I didn't tear this open last night when I got it. Really nice two-piece box here. It's a little tight. Here we go. All right, it'll loosen up. All right, and let's pull that out the deck, and here's the little booklet. So yeah, the Rainshadow, it's kind of like a light and dark of a, how do I describe this? It probably says in the book. Oh, and I am totally going to break the binding a little bit. There we go. All right. So it's got its foundation, RWS, blending familiar themes. Rainshadow refers to the geological rain shadow effect, in which a range of mountains receives wet weather from the ocean on one side. The mountains themselves block the rain from reaching the other side, leaving a shadow of dry, desert-like conditions. This creates a stunning contrast that reminds me of the dualism we all grapple with as we move through life. So I love that. And that's what I was trying to explain. But, yeah, so then it just like it explains how to use the cards as divination. And then it looks like it goes straight into the meaning, starting with wands, which is interesting. And then that's very interesting. Then cups, wands, cups should be swords, and then pentacles. So that's typical order. And then it does the major arcana in the back, which is quite interesting. Let me see if there's any spreads. Let's see. So creative notes, no spreads. All right, that's okay. Yeah, so this has been a deck that's been on my wish list for quite some time, and I had planned to get it in August, and went ahead and got it. So here we go. Let me see if I can cut this open. I'm going to grab some scissors real quick. Okay, there we go. Just cut those real quick. Here's the backs. Very nice. The cards are bendy. They're thick-ish. Doesn't look to be too bad. They seem like they would bend easily, but I'll shuffle them at the end. So I very much have the other decks, the other oracle decks by the same creator on my wish list, and those ones are what drew me to this to these decks in general, the oracle decks. I think one is the illuminated earth, illuminated something, and then faceted gardens, something like that. Maybe if I remember during editing, I'll put the names of the other decks on the screen. But yeah, those ones drew me in first. Did we start at cups? I guess we started at cups. And then, but I think I wanted to just get the tarot deck first. And it's beautiful artwork. And there's something kind of primal about this imagery. Very, I think deep is the kind of word that I'm thinking of here. And I'm sorry that I can't think of more appropriate words, but there is something very deep about this artwork for me that somehow, like, I don't want to sound corny, but somehow like touches my soul, like, or, some other words like that. Oh man. Oh, this is interesting. I almost thought it was I had like this, like it was this card. There was a card behind it right here, but no, that's actually part of this card. Very interesting. I am really interested in getting into the guidebook on this one, trying to read the interpretations. 5 of Pentacles, and it's like a donkey under a constellation. Huh. Is that like the Big Dipper or Little Dipper or something like that? yeah, I feel like, and I don't know, maybe this will have a different, it'll go in a different route for me as I start to use it, but I feel like this is going to be a more spiritual deck for me, but I'm not sure. Here's my favorite tarot card, the Eight of Pentacles. I thought there were two cards stuck together, but no, it's just the one. Eight of Pentacles is my favorite tarot card in general, and I do like this one. I'll have to look. Actually, you know what? I think I just want to go ahead and look and see what it says for the Eight of Pentacles here. So, Eight of Pentacles, mastering skills, impeccable craftsmanship. You've approached the apex of your creative goals. All gears are in well-oiled motion as you focus on the practice of your devotion. Whether it be physical or spiritual, maintain your focus and apply yourself with disciplined intention while loving the work. I really like that interpretation of the Eight of Pentacles. Might be one of my favorite interpretations, like write-ups. It's not necessarily like my favorite card for the Eight of Pentacles, but I did really like that entry for it. This is almost seems out of place because there's so much white. Ten of Pentacles, like that one. This makes me think of growing up in the desert. We had a lot of like aloe vera plants around us, especially in our garden, in the house that I grew up in. Oh, here's another. So it's not completely out of place. There's more cards like that. All right. Yeah, I do really like this artwork, and it's kind of collagey. Yeah, it's collagey, but it's collagey in a way that I like. There's other collage decks that I really like. Everyone else seems to love, but or almost everyone else. It seems like everyone else. This is a beautiful Ace of Swords. Look at that. That's a gorgeous card. But for me, those types of decks, and I'm thinking of like the Ritual Tarot, I'm thinking the Voyager Tarot, I'm thinking Rosebud, that sort of collage style is just not my thing, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. But a lot of other people seem to love that style. But this makes a bit more sense to me. I don't know. There's something about this sort of collage that draws me in a bit more. And it's similar but different. There's almost an earthy quality to this. Like, I like the texture that's over a lot of the cards. That really draws me in. It kind of makes me think of the Tildwick Tarot. Of course, that's all indoors. It's like a mansion or something. But this sort of texture on it, on these cards, makes me think of that. So maybe this is potentially a good alternative to that deck, because that one was definitely on my wish list. I was going to get it at the beginning of the year, but oh my gosh, it's just too expensive for me. It really is. Sorry, I'm a little silent here. I was just like looking at the artwork a little bit as I was going through this. Four of Wands. This is a nice Four of Wands. The cards are a little bit sticking together right here. But wow, this is very interesting. Seven of Wands. I like this one. Yeah, and the colors on this, the artwork, the colors, it just, yeah, there's just something about Claire Mack's work here that that really draws me in. And this is my first walkthrough, first look through of this deck, but I'm already really happy with this deck. And I'm trying to think of how I might use this. I mean, in the beginning, I think I'm just going to use it as a typical, I'll put it in my rotation of nightly readers and things like that, just to familiarize myself with the deck before I pigeonhole it into a specific task. All right, now we're into the major arcana Fool. What a good fool. Wow. Ooh, look at this magician. Oh, I love this. That's beautiful. High Priestess. The Empress, that makes a lot of sense. Emperor. And I love the symbols that they use in this too. Like they're using the RWS symbolism, which I do appreciate. I like when decks kind of go their own way a bit, but I like things that clearly connect it back to what the RWS symbolism is. And I love this Lovers. Look at this. This is a really good Lovers card. How intertwined these flowers are. And then like all the knots that really tie them together, and yet they're still like flourishing. So they flourish together. I really like that. All right, Chariot, good. Oh, look at this Strength card. And I love that there's a person like inside. It's like a bear costume. Like, huh. Nice. This one's good too. You know, I feel like this deck is giving me what I had sort of hoped the Star Tarot would give me. So, and I have yet to really connect with that deck. I have issues with it, which I've talked about before. And you know, it depends on how this goes. I'm going to give it some time, but it's very possible that this is going to kind of replace that in my collection, because this is an excellent deck. I'm loving these major arcana cards. Look at this Tower. A volcano makes perfect sense for that. The Star, that's beautiful. The Moon. I like this. Again, cards are sticking together a little bit. Beautiful. I like one of the other things I really enjoy about this artist's artwork is a lot of the kind of geometric shapes. And it feels very earthy, very natural, but at the same time, just like it's a blending of man-made and natural. Oh, look at this World card. Wow. Huh. All right, so that is all of the cards. Let me try to shuffle this a little bit. It is a little thick. I got to get around the camera here. I apologize if the sound changes or anything. The edges seem gilded, actually. At first I thought they were just raw edges, but I see a shimmer to it. So it might be like a nice little like silver shimmer, chrome kind of shimmer to this. And I don't know why I just did that. I just shuffled this with the backs of the cards and the fronts of the cards. All right, let me fix this. Hold on. Okay, fix that. I don't know why I did that. I was not paying attention to what I was doing, but all right, let's go back to shuffling this. All right, so it's a little stretch for my thumbs, but it bridged really nicely. Yeah, so I think over time, I'll be able to do this a little bit more easily. All right, yeah. I mean, it's funny because normally when I have issues with shuffling, it's the bridge part that thicker decks or bigger decks that I have trouble with. Like, I can sometimes be able to riffle it, but because the cards are so large that I have trouble bridging it. But this one, I have no problems at all bridging it. It's just the actual shuffle part is a little difficult because they are a little thick for my hand. Like it's there. It's just a little bit of a stretch for me. And then the bridge, though, is fantastic. So that's interesting. All right, so I pulled out a few decks that maybe we can pair with this. So let's give those a shot here. Okay, so first up I have, this is the Citadel deck, and I really only pulled this one out because it happened to already be out, because this is the deck I'm using for my main oracle for my moon readings this month. So it just happened to already be on my desk. So that's what we're going to go with. All right. Let me shuffle this real quick. Do a little overhand shuffle here. But I thought maybe it could look cool. I mean, it's totally different style, but maybe it can sort of bring something to this. We got much more earthy tones here, and then something... This would definitely be a focus, that's for sure, but let's see. I mean, it's okay. I don't know. Let me bring a chunk off of here. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about this for a moment. So, sorry I'm not speaking much, but like, I like the archetypes with this, but I'm not sure that... I don't know. It doesn't look terrible. It's just, I don't know. I don't think these two decks like each other very much. I'll do one more here. Yeah, I don't think these decks like each other very much. At least not right now. First impressions didn't go well with these ones if we're doing those deck date sort of things. But, yeah, I would say first impression, no, but maybe in the future they might warm up to each other. But all right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, everyone's going to be sick of this because I pull it out every single time I do these deck pairings because I'm desperate to find some sort of match with this. And that is the Green Glyphs Oracle, and basically any of the green glyphs. These cards, they go really, really nicely with each other. And it's a set of 4 decks, and they go really, really nicely with each other. But I have the hardest time pairing these with other decks. So, yeah, so I'm gonna, but I just thought about it with this, and I think it might match with this. So let's give this a shot. So I'm going to split it in 2, actually, because this is a small oracle deck, let's do it like that. I'm kind of loving this, actually, like immediately. Wow. And then I like that we have a Pentacles card and a Swords card because we have a stone here for Earth. And then we've got the pen, which I do often associate with swords, that intellectualism, the pen is mightier than the sword sort of thing there. And so I love this, actually. Wow. I'm really, really liking this. Oh my God. I feel like we finally found decks that go well with the green glyphs. You know, one of my issues with the green glyphs is that, it's not an issue with the deck, because I think it's fine. This does not want to come apart from it. All right. It's not an issue that I have with the decks themselves. It's an issue with trying to pair with this deck, with these decks, is that the color of the cards are very like yellowy cream, and it's so difficult to find other decks that match with that, because a lot of times they've got the white backgrounds, or the tones just don't quite match. But because there's no white on this, and there is lighter colors in here, but it kind of goes well with this sort of earthy tone. And of course, I could also use this with other decks in the Green Glyphs collection, not just the Oracle, but like maybe I could have an Oracle here, and I could have, let's see, I'm just trying to figure this out. Maybe, So, they also have the Lenormand that, this isn't the Lenormand, but pretend it is. I just don't want to go pick it out. I could do the 2 tarot cards right here with an oracle in the middle, and then pretend this is the Lenormand, and then I could have the Lenormand down here. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. All right, but also one thing I could try let's put the rest of this down here. And I will grab as another pairing with this to bring this in. We could try the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, but I don't know how this would go, because see, this is where we have that matching issue with the green glyphs. It's that cream color, the cream yellow color with like this white. So that's, but I do like, I'm going to bring this over here. I do like this with the Rainshadow though. That's pretty good. I like that. I'm sorry if I'm like not quite in frame here because I've been moving around the desk. I'm just kind of having a play with this. But we could do that. One thing, one other deck I pulled out. Let's go back to doing this whole thing. I'm just going to shuffle these real quick. We could do the Oracle here with the tarot here, and then this other deck that I have over here might look good with these. I have the little like Forest Fae mini deck here. Oh right, these are vertical. I was gonna have it here, but I forgot these are vertical. But all right, so let's see how this would go then. We've got the Forest Fae there with. See, I'm just playing around here. Sorry, like, bear with me. Let's move to, get to another card. Oops, sorry about the dog barking. Someone's probably walking by or something. All right, so maybe let's play around with this a little bit. We could do something like this. All right, that's kind of cool. Bring this here, and this here. And this here, and kind of like off-centered a little bit, maybe, or we could do it centered. But I don't like that. I think I like this off-centered here. That's an interesting sort of layout. And oh my gosh, I have another deck over here. This is another tarot. I pulled out one other tarot, but this is nice and small, so maybe this could. This is the Gentle Tarot, and it's the small one, the mini version here. So let me just go to a random thing. Maybe we can put that right here. Well, this is way too large for this. Cut this in half. So this is an interesting sort of layout. Huh. What do we think of this? I think I need to try to move this, pull this out a little bit so that we can see this. All right. This is interesting. All right. So we have now that I've fiddled around with this for quite some time here, we have the Thimble Witch. There's magic in beginnings, so start something new. We have the Lantern to guide us, to guide our way, with the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. And a Hierophant. So like working together with a sort of teacher or a guide of some sort, because these connect. Huh. What do we think of this? I mean, I went through and just like grabbed a bunch of these. I'm just going to take a pile off here and do that and do this. What do we think of that? This might be a pretty cool layout I could try. All right. And let's grab another one of these. Let's see. So what do you guys think of this? Like this layout here? I think this is pretty neat. All right, I'm gonna put a bunch of this away, and we'll grab a couple of the other decks that I pulled out too. All right, back to the original setup. I have the Hedge Witches Oracle or Hedge. What is this called? I think it's called the Hedge Witches Field Guide. That's the book. Anyway, it's this artwork. So, it's very simple. Like it's, I mean, it does. I like the nature elements of this. I like, and let's move this back down a little bit. There we go. I like the nature element of this card with these, but I think I really liked the green glyphs with this, like the kind of muted tones instead of the stark white. Because this does look, I mean, it looks nice. You know, of course, it does look really nice. It's just, it's not quite, I mean, it looks better with some of these cards that have a lot of the white in the background. But I think I still prefer the green glyphs, which is shocking. Like, I think I'm really just excited that I finally have something to match the green glyphs. Yeah, I mean, this is good. You know, there's not much more I could say about it. It's good. And I brought out other ones that I could place in the middle. I brought out Memento Mori, which has not such stark tones in it. I'm just going to grab a chunk. We'll do that. All right, because this is a mix of some of the Memento Mori ones. This I like more. I like this. Yeah, I think I prefer the decks that have the more natural tones with the Rainshadow here. It's definitely a more, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. This one's calling me much more than that last one. Even with the whiter backgrounds, I still think this looks pretty good. Yeah. I'm going to just pull just a couple more here. Yeah, I do like this. And I bet, you know, I bet it would also look good with the green glyphs right here. I'm not going to pull it out again, but yeah. All right, so there's that one. I'm just going to put this to the side. And I have one more middle one to do, and that is my Kami to Yokai. So it's one of my Japanese decks, and I thought I'd pull this one out and just kind of see how that looks. It does have the white bit at the bottom here. Let me just shuffle that a little bit. And so there's the white down here at the bottom. But we'll see how this looks. All right, let me actually, I'm going to split this and put these so the piles are closer together here. All right. I mean, that does look cool. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. I might use these together sometime. Yeah, I do like the artwork together, but like the artwork in this is, you know, it's not all exactly, I don't know if it's all done by the same artist. Let's see, let's do that. Because some of the artwork in this one seems different. But I do like the colors together. So I think this is one that I'll explore more in the future, I think. Ooh, hello. Just dropping cards. Sorry about that. I mean, I like it. I'm just not as in love with it as some of the other decks. But it is pretty good. So there's one more thing that I want to kind of explore with this, experiment with this. And let me set this up and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so here's something I just sort of laid out here. So I've got the Green Glyphs Oracle and the Green Glyphs runes here. And then I have 3 cards from the Rainshadow and 1 card from the Forest Fae. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Forest Fae Oracle here. Because I think that might be cool. And one thing I thought I might try, I got recently a few sets of astrology dice. And I know Lisa and Don Michelle, they did a whole dice system, which I'm really interested in, and I would love to start utilizing their system here and there. But I have these, it's very specifically astrology dice. So they're all D12s. One's got all the signs right there. One has all of the planets. And then one is a typical D12 for all the houses. So I thought this might be kind of cool to use. And maybe I can start off going, and I think maybe I would use them on this. So the 4 of Swords is associated with a sign. It's Cancer. The 4 of Swords, Cancer. In what planet we're going to do that one? That's True Node. Okay, so that's interesting. And then finally, what house? House 11. So that might be kind of cool. And to add another layer of meaning. So I don't know. I just thought this was neat. I'm not going to pull out more cards for this, but this was just kind of a sample spread. Maybe I'll explore this more in my spread creation video because I haven't done that yet this month. That'll be the next, well, actually, by the time this video goes out, I will have already done my spread creation video. So yeah, so that video may, I have to film that, but that video may be coming out before this one. So anyway, so this was a nice experiment. So you may have already seen this spread. So I'm going to try to do that in my spread creation video. All right. So yeah. And I was also, you know, going to experiment and like lay out like 3 of the tarot cards from the Rainshadow with 3 cards from the Gentle Tarot. This is the pocket edition underneath it, and kind of having a dual tarot reading. That might be kind of cool too. Yeah, so but I think I've run out of time here, so we'll just leave it as is. I'm going to explore this sort of setup a bit more. All right, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye!